Battle of Coral Sea was a battle in World War II that started on May 4th and ended on May 8th. The battle was Japan against the US and Australia. It took place 500 miles northeast of Australia and was the first air-sea battle in history.
The battle occurred because Japan wanted to control Coral Sea in order to gain power. The US and Australia found out Japan's plan to seize Port Moresby and alerted all available sea and air power. When the Japanese invaded, the US and Australian forces attacked them with carrier planes. The US and Australia were led by Admiral Frank J. Fletcher. The Japanese were led by Vice Admiral Takagi Takao. On May 3rd, the US and Australia sank one Japanese destroyer along with several other ships, which was the first spark of the battle.
After the first attack, 92 other aircrafts were destroyed. Japan put up their best fight, but they eventually had to retreat because the American Air Force was stronger. After the Japanese retreated, they could no longer expand southward and threaten Australia again. They also had less aircraft carriers going into other battles in World War II. This battle was the main start of defeating the Japanese in World War II.
I was serving as the lowest form of marine life, a midshipman, in the heavy cruiser HMAS Australia. As early as April 1, 1942, the Japanese began preparations for Operation MO, which was aimed at capturing Port Moresby in the Australian territory of Papua and Tulagi in the British Solomon Islands. Our side knew quite a lot about what the Japanese were planning from reconnaissance, Coast Watcher reports, radio eavesdropping, and code breaking.
The explosion blows the plane to bits, its engine plunging into the water almost at the foot of the battery. Shreds of its wings and tail surfaces slither along the carrier's deck like sheets of paper swept in front of a gale.
I had to fly directly above the waves to escape the enemy shells and tracers. In fact, when I turned away from the enemy carrier, I was so low that I almost struck the bow of the ship, for I was flying below the level of the flight deck. I could see the crewmen of the ship staring at my plane as it rushed by.